Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, so I'm actually starting this at the start of the week. I think this week I'm going to be recording a decent amount more than last week, because last week was full of editing the previous 2 weeks' vlogs, hence why it was 3 videos in 1 week. But anyway, this week's plan is pretty simple. 2 main things, 2 big things I want to complete. One is get a main channel video out, the one on discipline, the one I've been talking about, and start creating, the branding, and possibly start creating the content for the dropshipping stores. Got the lights. The steam brush is still shipping. That was probably going to be, the next couple days. And then I can get stuck into that one. But I'm hoping by the end of the week, before I'm ready to, I'll have the branding for all those products done. And by next week, I want to start posting content. But also, I have to work on the main channel video, which will be today's goal, is scripting that video. Obviously, you can see I got work. After that, I have to go into a sports store to get some weights, because I've started weighted calisthenics. That belt thing should be arriving today. I'll show you that later. And then I got to start on Feel Good Productivity, which I'm going to do right this very second.
Later.
Alright, so first reading session done. I did the math, and I think about 40 to 50 pages a day will get it finished by the end of the week. I can go over that if I want, but that's like the absolute minimum. Introduction, pretty simple. It was just establishing feel good productivity as a philosophy that you can apply to productivity. And then it basically set up the 3 main parts, which, let me just double check, is energize, unblock, and sustain. And in each of them, they have 3 chapters each, or 3 topics. And in part 1, I read about half of chapter 1, which is play. And basically, it's reinforcing, it's displaying the argument that creating fun out of tasks, mundane tasks and stuff, is really the best way to go about productivity. Because as you see online, all the gurus and stuff, Jesus Christ, that sounds very bright. All the gurus and stuff telling you discipline, all that. You definitely still need discipline. You still need to do stuff you don't want to do, but there is ways to make those tasks easier, and that is by quote unquote feel good productivity. Well, that's what Ali Abdaal says, at least, and I tend to agree. And basically, it's the idea of creating an environment that's fun and enjoyable, and I won't spoil it because this is a book that you definitely should read yourself, but he does give plenty of experiments and summaries and actions you can do immediately and apply to your life that will help you improve on your feel good productivity. But so far I'm loving it, and I definitely will finish it throughout the week. Anywho, onwards to work. Figured I'd do this now as the car is warming up, but just finished work. I'm now going to do some life jobs, go to the bank, get groceries, stuff like that. So I'll include some sick B-roll. So, as usual, I forgot to record, so no B-roll for the shopping, but I got it all done. I got my groceries and my weights and my belt, but something came in the mail. Boom. It's battered like the last ones, but that's okay, because we're not paying them for packaging. Well, it's bigger than I thought. Oh, Damn, AliExpress has upgraded to USB-C. It's the same as the lights. Exact same cable, actually. Probably the same factory. Okay. Alright, well, it definitely feels a bit tacky, but how does it work? I guess you gotta charge it. Alright, well, while that steam brush charges, may as well try this calisthenics.
One day later.
Oh, good morning, y'all. Alright, so today's goal is I switched it around. I'm going to do brandings today, not the YouTube, because I really want to get these products rolling, organic marketing on the ball, and getting in some money, because I really want to start upping my production, and sadly my job does not pay well enough for me to go buy a shit ton of camera gear. Today's goal is getting those brandings done and even starting on the videos. So basically get as much of the dropshipping stuff done today before my class, and then start creating those TikToks for create the TikToks accounts, and then start creating the actual TikToks themselves, some footage of the products myself, and even start slapping together some of other people's footage and putting it on mine and editing and stuff, just making as many TikToks that are natural and as possible. Alright, keeping on the theme of dropshipping, I think a lot of this video is going to be about the next stage, which I'm sure you guys are thankful for. I've got a plan. I got a plan more specifically for the lights, but I think I'm going to create some pretty rough, like maybe AI generated kind of logos and stuff and branding, and try to find kind of the vibe I want for each of the 3 businesses. I think with the dog brush thing, I think like a cutesy kind of like, almost like chibi, like Japanese cutesy stuff could be good for like pet owners. Usually like, oh, you know, my dog's cute, yada yada. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe a logo and stuff along those lines. And then for the, what else am I doing? The eyelash spray, maybe like a lush kind of like Zara type branding or anything like that. I think like a wordmark logo would be good for that. And then for the car lights, the one I'm most excited for, because basically I'm the target audience, the target like ideal customer. I want to go for like dark anime, JDM style branding, because realistically that's the market I'm going for. The people like mod their cars like me and like RGB lighting. And I think a big thing of that, which means I'll be able to use music I actually listen to, is funk. I love funk. I think ultimately it's stupid, but I love it. It makes things feel cooler. So I'm thinking a lot of funk used in the in terms of music for the TikToks and stuff. A lot of funk for that. I think for the beauty stuff, just like trendy new songs that are out, I wouldn't know. And then for the pets one, probably the same, just trendy new stuff. But at least for the car thing, I definitely have a much clearer view of what I want to be selling with the car stuff. Because then, I mean, if that one takes off, I can go into more car mods and stuff like that later down the line. But I think with these lighting things, my best market to tap into is like JDM culture, which if you don't know is Japanese domestic market. So like old Japanese cars and stuff, people do them up and they like, including me and my little Honda Accord.
Alright, so I after put together a few mood boards. This is basically what I want to do. So I think wordmark logo is a good idea. Something like the Mecha logo, or like Pandora, or like any of these ones down here, like Dior. They all seem to be wordmark logos, or at least something to do with letters. These are just like fashion and jewelry brands. So I'm thinking something along the lines of, and I'm just probably gonna chat GPT the name. I think that's probably the easiest way. I just want to slap some shit together that's like pretty basic, and then diving straight into the videos themselves. I feel like the videos themselves are the most important part. Here we have the pet one. I like the idea of having this one. This one I like a lot. Almost integrating the dog into the wordmark logo, or having something like this, because then you can have the logo just by a symbol by itself, the words by itself. So maybe something like that. the word mark and an imagery one, and then this one I want to do something playing off like maybe the Japanese kanji for car or something like that. All these, I think the idea with a JDM style branding is to make it look good if it were a sticker. Like, could you put this on your back window of a car? But yeah, so that's the idea for the brandings at least. And then so now I'm going to find some names, ChatGPT it, and go from there. All right, welcome back. I've created my 3 brands, kind of slapped them together. They're quite shit, but that's not really what we're focused on. So if we go to dropshipping in brandings, we'll do, my favorite one is the beauty one. I think that's the one most well thought out. The steam brush one. Okay, so the idea is both the beauty and the color one are going to be start with one product, but hope that if they do well, I can expand to more products, be more generalized, whereas the brush is just kind of a one product store. So I'll do the steam brush first. It's just called Fairy Scrub. I took like a good hour and stuff just to come up with it. I just couldn't think of anything. Got this little cute thing that I stole off Canva. Tagline is pamper your pup, steam away stress with every stroke. In mood board you saw, these are the colors and whatnot. Font, I don't know. I'm just going to see what Shopify has, if I even use this one. Next one is the car one. We have Revved Up Racing. Again, these are all ChatGPT things. And then again, Rev Up Your Ride, Dominate the Road. The logo, I just slapped together a Clipper Miata and put that together. It took about 5 seconds. The last one, and probably my favorite one, is Glora, is what I come up with. So ChatGPT gave me like Glow Aura, so I just kind of put it together. And GLORA seemed to be taken, whereas this one doesn't. And again, I just went with the simple. I found this font on Behance, and I saw that. I just stole this color palette from online. So that's it. But from now, I'm going to create the 3 TikTok accounts and go from there. I'll probably start making content for beauty one, especially because I want to get that one up and running basically immediately. And because I don't have to order the product myself, I can just start stealing other people's content. So, yeah. So, guys, I basically hit a bit of a roadblock. TikTok doesn't allow you to put links in your bio unless you're a registered business. And obviously, I'm not going to register 3 different businesses that might not go anywhere. So, I think I'm just going to step away from it because definitely lost a bit of momentum because of that. But I got the brandings done, as you saw, and created the TikTok account. So, I've only got nothing done today. What I intended to do was to create the brandings today. So I'm going to get my 40 pages of this in today, and then going to start scripting my next main channel video. And I've got a new idea for this video that's going to keep it fresh. Like what I learned yesterday in this book, what can I do to make this fun? And I want to put this to the test to see if I can enjoy productivity videos a little bit more by adding a bit of me to them. Though, definitely can't see me in this lighting. Hopefully, that's enough lighting. Yeah, so I am currently editing the video at the moment. And I kind of forgot that I didn't talk about this. Obviously, in light of the dropshipping not going as planned, with the whole link in bio thing, I kind of came to a realization the last couple days that I don't want to do dropshipping. Again, while I was reading through Sugar Productivity, and listening to Deep Dive, the author's podcast, I realized that for me to push through some of the harder things, especially it happens a lot with YouTube, like editing, I have to be actually passionate about what I'm doing. So basically, I'm scrapping dropshipping. So of course I'm going to clickbait this video and say dropshipping failed me because easy news. I'm not done. So I have another idea. I'm currently doing the software engineering stuff at the moment, and after learning a certain amount of information about it, I've realized it's not what it originally told me it was going to be. So you can argue that I was slightly scammed, but instead of just being disappointed and cracking the shits about it, the stuff in the course I learned was what I intended originally. So I'm thinking, why don't I leverage that? I've just learned the skills. So I think actually I'm going to keep learning a bit more about some industry standard stuff for software engineering, but I think I'm going to open up a web design agency. Oh, so it'd be me starting off, and I'd be going back to my roots of, you know, cold calling and finding leads and everything, so that'll be fun. And it's something that I actually enjoy doing, which is programming websites. So for a while, this vlog is still going to happen, obviously, but it won't be about dropshipping. It's going to be for a little bit, still learning the course content and exploring other stuff to help me overcome the next kind of step in web development. But then after that, you guys will get to see me start a web design agency, I guess. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you spending the time to watch this video. It means a lot. So yeah, just like, subscribe, and all that. Thanks, guys.